All right, right now we're going to look at the verb saber. Saber means to know. We learned earlier the verb conocer means to know as well, but conocer is used to know people or places, to be familiar with people or places. The verb saber is to know how to do something or to know facts or information. So if you want to say I know how to swim or I know that my mom is 45 years old, that's when you use saber. I'm going to go through the conjugations of saber, give you some examples, and then I'll ask you some questions. So the conjugations of saber are as follows. Yo sé. Yo sé. Tú sabes. Tú sabes. Él, ella, usted sabe. Sabe. Nosotros, nosotras sabemos. Sabemos. Vosotros, vosotras sabéis. Sabéis. Ellos, ellas, ustedes saben. Saben. So for example, if I wanted to say I know how to swim. Yo sé nadar. My friend knows how to speak English. Mi amigo sabe hablar inglés. My teacher knows how to speak Spanish. Mi maestro sabe hablar español. You notice that when you know how to do something, you use the verb saber, and then you put an infinitive after the verb saber. So if I know how to run, yo sé correr. You don't change the correr. You just leave it alone in its infinitive form. We know how to play basketball. Nosotros sabemos jugar al baloncesto. When you're talking about knowing facts and information, you're going to want to put the word que after the saber, because you're in Spanish, you're going to say that you know that, yada yada yada. So for example, if I know that my mom is 45 years old, I could say yo sé que mi madre tiene 45 años. If you know that your teacher speaks Spanish, tú sabes que tu maestro habla español. So when you say you know something, you're going to say you know that, and then you give the statement or fact after it. So I'm going to give you some questions right now, and then I'll give you a couple questions for knowing how to do something. When you do that, you use saber plus an infinitive in your answer, and then I'll give you a couple questions about facts and information to give you practice with that as well. Okay, so I have 7 questions. The first 4 questions will be talking about what people know how to do, and the last 3 questions will be knowing facts or information. Ok, bueno, pregunta número 1. ¿Qué sabe hacer Shakira? ¿Qué sabe hacer Shakira? Shakira sabe cantar. Shakira sabe cantar. Pregunta 2. ¿Qué sabe hacer Michael Jordan? ¿Qué sabe hacer Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan sabe jugar al baloncesto. Michael Jordan sabe jugar al baloncesto. Pregunta 3. ¿Qué saben hacer tú y tus amigos? ¿Qué saben hacer tú y tus amigos? Nosotros sabemos jugar al fútbol americano. Nosotros sabemos jugar al fútbol americano. ¿Qué sabes hacer tú? ¿Qué sabes hacer tú? Yo sé usar la computadora. Yo sé usar la computadora. Pregunta número 5. ¿Sabes a qué hora empieza el almuerzo? ¿Sabes a qué hora empieza el almuerzo? Sí, yo sé que el almuerzo empieza a las 12. Yo sé que el almuerzo empieza a las 12. Pregunta número 6. ¿Sabes quién es el maestro de español? ¿Sabes quién es el maestro de español? Sí, yo sé que el señor Vélez es el maestro de español. Yo sé que el señor Vélez es el maestro de español. ¿Sabes qué es la tarea? ¿Sabes qué es la tarea? Sí, yo sé que la tarea es la página 40. Yo sé que la tarea es la página 40. So just a quick recap, you can use saber to talk about what people know how to do. When you do that, use the correct form of saber and then put an infinitive after it. So yo sé hablar is I know how to speak. The how to is kind of built into it. So tú sabes correr, you know how to run. And then if you want to talk about knowing facts and information, when you respond to a question, you're going to have a K in there saying that you know that yada, yada, yada. So, yo sé que tú tienes 20 años. I know that you're 20 years old. If you have any questions, let me know.